Hi everyone, welcome to day 3. I'm so excited I survived. My lips are okay after yesterday and all of the red lips. I did try a little bit of the lip balm that we got yesterday in the Dr. Barbara Sturm kit, so that was nice. I've also started out with the Lawless, the Forget the Filler. That's surprisingly helpful. Like, it really feels like it's nourishing and helping me survive these lipstick try-ons, which is good because we have more in store for later today. So definitely stick around because we're going to be doing the Drugstore Red Lip quest. I don't know, we'll be fine. I'm going to make it. We do need, I need more coffee. I don't know if you need more coffee. I need more coffee. So we'll have to get that after we're done here. So bear with me. I'm a little not quite there yet, but that's okay. I think we're going to start off with the Dr. Barbara Sturm Advent Calendar. Day number 3, super excited. It's kind of a little box, so I'm always hopeful these little boxes are like the serum boxes, because I know the serums are so nice from this product, from this line. I think that's what she's known for. So we have day 3. Yes. All right, so we have the serum for darker skin tones, the hyaluronic serum. And lots of stuff in German and miscellaneous languages. So yeah, we've got almost, I think half an ounce? Oh no, 33, so like a third of an ounce of the hyaluronic serum. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to try the hyaluronic serum from this line for a while, but I don't know, I just haven't gotten around to getting it. So we've got this one. I mean, it's for darker skin tones, but you know, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. And then from the Net-a-Porter Advent Calendar, day 3 is also a little drawer. We've got all the way in the bottom left. Day 3. Oh, okay. So the Deep Sleep Pillow Spray from This Works. It's like a nice travel size. I've used this before. I really like this one. It smells kind of like lavendery, like more relaxing, chill vibes. So like you spritz this on your pillow, it's supposed to help you drift off. Lavender is not my favorite scent, so I'll like spray it near my pillow, if that makes sense, and then use it. But yeah, I've definitely gone through, I think, 2 bottles of this, so having a nice travel size would be cool. We have a little bit of traveling in store for us this season. So those are my calendars. The tree is doing okay. I still haven't gotten like a little skirt for the tree, so the area is kind of a work in progress, which is all right. We need to get some more coffee. We need to get some Drugstore Red Lips on here. We need to find the perfect within the ones I could find between Target and CVS. So we'll do our best. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll be a little more caffeinated and we'll get to the lipsticks. See you in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back. We're ready to sit down and get into some of these red lipsticks. Today we're going to be starting off with the Bullets, so the L'Oreal Color Riche in shade Red Passion. I really like this one. This was my favorite of the L'Oreal reds. Just a nice classic. It doesn't feel like it's leaning too red or too orange, just like middle of the road, lovely, classic holiday red. So I think we'll start off with this, and then I have one more shade of the L'Oreal. We're also going to be doing like the Bullets because I think they're easy to remove. I don't think they'll stain my lips as much. I think last time we started to get a little stained partway through. So, oh, also, if you're just catching up, day 2 of Vlogmas was the Luxury Red Lip Quest. So here we are on our Drugstore Red Lip Quest. Number 297, Red Passion. I feel like this is the sort of red Taylor Swift wears. Like, yeah, this is your power red right here. What's nice about these is they do go on really creamy, so it feels just like nice and moist and smooth. I mean, it's the Bullet style, so it's not gonna necessarily last as long, and it isn't intended to be like a matte long wearing lipstick. But they feel so much nicer. And this shade is just really pretty. All right, we're off to a strong start. I'll have to put this in my little favorite pile and we'll see if it can be dethroned. back to a clean slate. I do like how these are so much easier to remove than a liquid lipstick. Next we have British Red, number 350, the same L'Oreal Color Riche style. I was curious what British Red meant. I think it feels like a slightly cooler, more raspberry red. I know last time I initially thought I liked the cooler, like more blue toned reds, but I kind of got converted. I sort of like the orange ones better by the end of the other video. I don't know, we'll have to see how I feel if this brings me back over to the cooler side of the red spectrum. Actually, now that I see this on, it feels like a more red, orange red. Oh, this is really pretty. I feel like these are the good early, like sort of transitional, like November into December party. Like you could wear this to Thanksgiving. And again, the classic, it just feels so nice and smooth going on, nice and just nourishing, and it doesn't feel like it's drying you out. It has a nice sheen to it. I don't know if it quite dethrones the other shade of red, but it can go next to it. It can be its right hand. All right, moving on to another drugstore classic. We have a Milani shade. We have number 05 Red Label, also the bullet variety. Should be a nice shiny color. Yeah, this seems more like a classic red, sort of in between like the blue and the orange, not really leaning too far one way or the other. I can't decide which one I like better. The first one we tried or this one right here. They're very similar. I think the first one had a little more sheen to it. If I hadn't tried the other one first, I don't know. Might have to do like a side by side at some point. But yeah, they're very similar. So the Milani 05 Red Label feels an awful lot like the L'Oreal 297 Red Passion. All right, and next from the Sephora collection, we have the Rouge Lacquer Long Lasting Lipstick in shade 02 Wickedly Smart. I see why they call it a lacquer. It's pretty shiny. It also really likes to come off of here and go all over, so I have a little regret not using a lip liner with this one. It started to get a little out of control. We're a little overlined on top, but it's okay. I could use the help, honestly. So it's a lovely shade though. I think if I had applied this at some other point in my life and knew like this is how it's going to go down, I would have been a little more cautious. But the shade is lovely. Also the same sort of very soft, comforting feel on your lips, nice and smooth, hydrating even. It's always a little distracting to me if I don't put it on what I think is perfectly, but the color itself, if we're just judging that, yeah, this is lovely. All right, now we're gonna move on to the liquid variety. We did pretty well. I don't think we're too stained. I think we're looking pretty good. But now is where it gets a little touch and go in terms of staining my lips. This one says it's mask proof. It is from Essence. It is the Stay Matte 8-Hour Liquid Lipstick in the shade 08 I Dare You. Ooh, this is lovely. This looks like a nice dark red, similar to the one we just tried from the Sephora collection. All right, I gave this one a minute to dry down. I tried doing the fanning thing to try to speed up the process, but it's really pretty. It's nice. The coverage was really even. Went on, it wasn't too bad, but I was respectful. I was like, this could go places. But no, with the wand, the way it applied was a very thin one, so it was kind of nice. You could sort of outline before you would go in to fill in the rest of your lips. So it went on pretty easily. It's definitely a very velvety looking matte finish. I don't feel like it's really exaggerating any lines. Yeah, now that it's dried down, it doesn't seem to be transferring immediately. And obviously as time goes on, if you have sips of things, if you get it moist, you can kind of reactivate the lipstick a little and it could transfer a bit then. But as it's dry, an interesting sensation. It doesn't really feel like there's much on my lips. It just almost feels like there's a very light coating of powder on them. but it doesn't feel like, you know, they've been sucked dry. That's really nice. I definitely would like to do a wear test with this one. All right, we're getting a little bit of creasing now as it's dried some more, but it's not bad. Definitely needs a wear test, but the color is just lovely. All right, we'll see if we can get this off. I've got the 2-in-1. I'm gonna be using some of that Sephora collection makeup remover I got in one of those sets. So this is supposed to be for removing eye and lip makeup. So, okay, we're back. That took a minute to try to get off. They're serious. That's gonna stain you a little, so be warned. Like, as that wears off, you're definitely gonna look like you were wearing lipstick at one point. So we're moving on to Rimmel with their Stay Matte liquid lipstick in the shade 500 Firestarter. So this seems to be another middle of the road red, not too cool or too warm. Yeah, this one's interesting. It doesn't seem to be quite as opaque as, well, especially the Essence one we just used. The Rimmel one seems to be like a little lighter. I need to go in like with another coating. I don't know. And the color's okay. It does seem to be leaning a little orange, but not as dramatic as some of the others we've seen. I don't know. And it feels a little sticky, kind of like a weird sort of texture on the lips. Yeah, I don't know if this is one of my favorites. Not a huge fan. I mean, it looks okay. I think we've had some better ones. We have some more in our future, so we'll see. We'll put this like kind of at the end of the list as probably so far the worst one we've tried. All right, we are halfway through. We have a representative from Revlon. I think it's actually the only Revlon one I picked up. We have the Color Stay Ink in the shade My Own Boss. Yeah, I mean, you see what I mean? It just looks almost like it's glowing. A little concerning kind of, but it could be really pretty. I tried giving it a minute to see if it would dry down any. Doesn't seem to have. It said it had a satin finish, but this is a little more glossy than I expected for being described as satin. I do prefer that. I think it looks really nice if there's like a little bit of a sheen. I mean, they don't tend to stay as long if there is. So I understand why you'd want like a completely matte one, because that's gonna stay all day, but I don't know, it just looks a little prettier, especially if you're using it for, you know, a holiday party, cocktail hour or something. Just want it to be, you know, a little more shiny. So that's nice. It's also not quite as opaque as I would have expected. It feels a little weird, like as I'm talking, it feels like it's kind of bunching up and getting like a little weird in some places. I don't know, I think this will probably go down at the bottom of the pile along with the, let's see, which one was it? It was the Rimmel. I could do a longer wear test, but we're already starting to break down here and I've only been speaking for like, I don't know, not even a minute. Yeah, I don't know, I really like some of the others we've tried. So yeah, I would just go with the bullet. If you want like a shinier finish and it's not going to be super long lasting, just go with one of the bullet ones, one of the L'Oreal ones. Those are really nice. All right, next we have, I kind of snuck in like a balmy sort of lipstick because I was worried, you know, how my lips would be doing. So I snuck this in near the end. This is from the Green Edition by Maybelline, the Balmy Lip Blush. We have shade 05 Spring. And it is called a balm, so I'm not expecting it to be super opaque. But if you're looking for a little bit of red for the holiday, but you don't want to commit necessarily to a lip color, which can be a little more bold than some people like, I thought this would be fun to try out. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it looks a lot more red, like on the actual package and inside of, you know, on the product itself. But it did feel nice, like a nice little balm. It is a really pretty color. I do like it. I think I might save it more for the spring. Yeah, it's a nice little vacation for my lips in between all of these liquid colors. So yeah, if you're looking for more of a balm, you don't necessarily want like a whole lot of color, you want something easy to reapply without needing a mirror, I think you'd be pretty happy with this. This feels nice. All right, next we're going back to L'Oreal. We have one of their liquid colors, an Infallible, in the shade 872 Red Affair. So this is the Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. It feels like a cooler, more blue red. All right, I will say, I don't know if you can tell easily, this is really big applicator. Like the doe fit on here is huge. I haven't really mentioned most of the others because they've been, you know, kind of a standard size shape, like what we're used to. This is pretty big. I felt like I had a little trouble putting on the lipstick accurately. Then you're spending time trying to like touch up the finer points of it. Yeah, as this is drying down, it feels like more sticky. It is a lovely color though, so I will give it that. All right, I just gave it a little more time to dry down. It still feels kind of sticky, getting a little better. This could be one where it just like really takes a while to dry. But the coverage is pretty nice, the opacity is good. It doesn't feel like as I'm speaking, it's kind of bunching up. All right, this is fine. You know, like it's okay. I think we'll put it in like the middle of the pack. Like it's maybe the top of the middle. It's pretty good. I don't know, what's your favorite shade so far? Do you guys have any favorites? Let me know. We only have 3 left to go. And these are the ones that are expected to stain. So we'll cross our fingers. We'll hope for the best. These 3 they're it. We're nearing the end. All right, while I was taking off that L'Oreal Infallible, I did notice it was getting a little almost crumbly on the cotton pad as I was removing it. I mean, I've tried a lot of liquid lipsticks and lipsticks over the last few days. I haven't had any do that, so I was curious. I want to know, has anyone else noticed that? Should I be doing a wear test? It looked okay, so I'm not like dying to try to find out what happened or why, but I noticed it seemed a little interesting and was wondering if anyone else had a similar experience. All right, next we have the Maybelline SuperStay Vinyl Ink. I've really liked this in a few other shades. Today we're going to be using number 50 Wicked. I have worn these, not this exact shade, but 2 other shades over the course of a day, and they do wear nicely, so I know already I like this formula. Let's see how the red goes. I will say the formula does feel slightly sticky, but it has more of the shiny effect that I do like, so I definitely don't mind it enough to not want to wear it because of the slight stickiness. But yeah, you have, it doesn't dry down completely matte, but it isn't like super shiny either, so it does stay on for a while, and it's a little transfer proof. I mean, it's not one of those like the, what was it? The Essence one felt like that would really stay on forever. This one, it does wear off a little bit, but the colors are so pretty. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I feel like this is a more neutral red. It doesn't seem to lean too cool or too orange, so I think this would be a nice selection. I'll definitely be wearing this to at least a holiday party or 2. All right, we are still a little red. We're a little irritated, but we're in the home stretch. 2 more. We've got the CoverGirl Outlast Ultimate in the shade Wine O'Clock. So yeah, this one either leans slightly orange or it's closer to just neutral red. right, yeah, this CoverGirl one is leaning slightly orange. It's interesting they named it Wine O'Clock. If it's gonna be not the blue shade of red, it's gonna be more of an orange, but you know, here we are. It went on nicely. The applicator is kind of small, so I had to go in again to add a little bit more, but it built up nicely. I think it's pretty good. It doesn't feel like sticky or weird or anything like that. It's not super bright. It's like very nice, very wearable. Yeah, I think it's definitely like maybe number 4 out of all the ones we've tried. I certainly like it. I like the ones that feel comfortable, especially after everything we've been through. There's a little bit of a premium placed on that, but I think most people appreciate if the lipstick feels comfortable while you're wearing it. Yeah, it's like the more I look at it, the more I like it, and the more just like wearable. I would just wear this on a normal day. I wouldn't even necessarily need it to be a holiday party. So what do you think? We're almost done. Do you have any favorites so far? Let's get this off and we'll wrap her up. And we are back after a bit of a struggle. I forgot to mention one detail. The reason this and the other one are last, they're supposed to last 24 hours. Why do you want a lipstick to last 24 hours? I don't understand. 8 hours seems sufficient, maybe 12. So yeah, I was a little scared, and sure enough, stained pretty good. Had to go in there and scrub a bit. But if you're gonna be 24 hours in a lipstick, this one felt really nice and comfortable. So, I mean, there's worse ones. This Maybelline also claims to be 24 hours. It is a 2-step system. So you've got the color on one end, and then after that, there's a gloss on this side. So let's see. This seems to be a little cooler, more blue-red. I think, where's the shade? 0, or the shade 200. And then on this side, you've got the clear balm, which is supposed to add the shine. Let's get the color on and then try to balm it up. All right, I think we've dried down sufficiently. This is a nice kind of raspberry red, so if that's your thing, it's really pretty. So this is nice. It also feels comfortable. It was a little sticky at first while it was drying down, so I tried to move my mouth minimally. And I just kind of like did the fan thing, hoping it would dry as quickly as possible because it's just awkward. And also, we've got a balm to apply, so we'll see what it looks like with a little extra shine. That's crazy. So I put the balm on. You can't see red on here. I was convinced like red was gonna be smeared on here. It looked shiny. Wow, this is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we have a nice shine, which I like. This is supposed to be long lasting. Well, long is an understatement. 24 hours seems extreme. But let's see if we try to transfer test. Oh yeah, see? We just had some of the balm come off. That's crazy. Yeah, just some of the balm. The lipstick looks good. Intriguing. Has anyone else tried this? We're gonna have to do a wear test. You're gonna have to follow me on Instagram because I'll have to update people on there. I'm glad we ended on this one. I was just starting to think that the first one we tried, the L'Oreal in Red Passion, was gonna be my favorite. I was like, of course, the first one I try ends up being my favorite. But this one, man, this one's a strong contender. I don't know if I like the color quite as well as I like the color from the L'Oreal one, but they make other shades, so I'm going to explore that. I think that was a nice selection. We tried a few. There were some hits, there were some misses. I think we're very happy. We have a couple of good selections for the party season. Let me know what was your favorite, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Goodbye.